and it's my great pleasure to give our first talk today, which is the RLadies Vienna kick.
Thanks, welcome everyone. Really great to see so many people together today. I will give rather a short talk. I just want to introduce to you the RLadies. Who are RLadies? What is RLadies Vienna? Who are the RLadies in Vienna? And what is our goal? And also what are our future steps? What are our initiatives for the next couple of months? I am here, of course, in the name of the organizing team. It takes a village to run all of these things. So also my colleague Camila Damian here, but not want to join me on stage. Angela and Rania, so many people have helped us through this to get this thing started. So, what is RLadies? Have you heard before of RLadies? I mean, the ladies in the room, yes. So I heard first time about, we have one sticker. I heard about the RLadies from my colleague, Florian, when he saw the presentation in Stanford at USAR 2015. And later I had the chance to meet part of the RLadies team in Brussels in USAR 2017, then also in Brisbane last year. So what is RLadies? So RLadies is actually a worldwide organization which aims to promote gender diversity in the R community. And how do they do this? Or we now also, how do we do this? Through meetups and mentorship. The mission of RLadies, as it says here, is to achieve proportionate representation by encouraging, inspiring, and empowering people of genders currently underrepresented in the R community. So it all started out in October 2012 in San Francisco when Gabriela de Quiros organized a women-focused art group. And since then it has grown really, really fast. Now it's basically a worldwide concept, a global concept. It's a global franchise. And it has meetings in more than 131 cities around the world, 47 countries, and it has more than 30,000 members. One of the main goals, actually, of the RLadies was to build a collaborative global network of our leaders, our mentors, our users, developers, such that we know each other. Yeah? So one of the things they did for this purpose was to create a centralized RLadies directory. So these are primarily women who work with R, who have profiles on their webpage. So again, this was a task that they took upon themselves to kind of get to know, such that women and women get to know each other better within the R community. The second, and for me most important part, is actually the fact that they also did a directory of RLadies speakers. So whenever you want to sign up on the webpage, you want your name and your profile to be uploaded on the webpage. There is one question: are you willing to speak at conferences or events? So then this directory of RLadies speakers actually comes into play. And why is this actually good? Well, in case maybe among you, some will organize conferences that are about our data science and so on. Basically, why does this help us? One could go to this directory of speakers and check there women who are willing to give a talk. And based on their profiles, which are typically quite extensive, so you have their research interests and so on, one could basically contact these women to invite them for conferences or events. Good. Now, why do we need RLadies? Just some basic statistics. There was a demographic survey in 2017 2014, done by the R Consortium. And they found out that around 14% of the users are women. What we also know from one study in 2011 is that, in 2011 studies, but we know that in 2010, actually 9% of the package authors were women. In 2016, this is the last data that we have available, this number increased. Yeah, this percentage increased to somewhere between 11 and 15%. This was a study actually done on using the genderizer package. I don't know it. Basically, it tries to identify the gender of a person based on the first name. Okay, so 14% users. From them, around 11 to 15% are package developers, which is actually not bad. Yeah. What is the conference participation? Well, at USAR 2016, 28% of the participants were women, which is again a good number compared to the 14% female users. Also, there are several differences among men and women when we check what kind of contributions they were willing to give at the conferences. So typically women tend more to go for poster presentations or for lightning talks and less for full talks. And this is the data that we have so far. So there has been an extensive survey that was done by the R Foundation in 2016. In 2018, the data is not out yet, but there are similar patterns. The organizers of the conference, they have written a report on what has happened, and they basically describe similar patterns. That women were more willing to give a poster presentation rather than a talk, for example. What they have done, they basically then encouraged women to give a talk. This was their way to cope with this pattern. The other statistic that I have are the keynotes at USAR conferences since 2008. So you can see in the beginning, in blue, in this purple, you have the number of female keynotes. Even though in the beginning maybe it didn't start out so diverse, there is a good trend. Yeah, we see that in 2018 in Brisbane, actually there were 4 keynote talks held by women out of 7. So again, the organizers put so much emphasis on the fact that they want to have at least a 50-50 gender ratio in the keynote, and they managed to achieve it. So now one could see this in 2 ways. The first one would be to say, okay, diversity is rather low in the R community. They are underrepresented female, other genders are underrepresented clearly. Yeah, remember, 14% of the users of R are female. On the other hand, my point of view is that actually things are getting better. So from these statistics that I have shown you, my conclusion is that yes, we still have a long way to go, but actually things are getting better. And I have to say this is also due to the fact that many members and many organizations in the R community have gotten involved into the diversity issue. The R Consortium, for example, they made RLadies a priority, and they are funding RLadies for the next 3 years. Hedley knows this very well, as he's a vivid supporter of the RLadies and, of course, increasing diversity in the R community. Also, the R Foundation has set up a force in 2015 on gender misrepresentation in the R community through the R Forward task force, or Women in R task force. So I think R is in this case an example for all the other programs like. It is also noteworthy to say that actually R is doing very well compared to other programming languages in really including women more into the R community and making them feel part of the R community. Good. So, RLadies Vienna, we also try to do our part in basically making R a more diverse community. So how did it start? We set it up somewhere in October 2018. We have, as of this morning, 129 members. Our members have very different R proficiencies and also very, very different backgrounds. To find this out, we actually had 2 meetups so far, which were rather social and networking events. So we met once for coffee in one of Vienna's nice coffee houses. And we had one punch, of course. Vienna, you have to go for punch in December. And we used this opportunity really to get to know our members. We also did a survey among our members. So we found out that actually we have students that are just getting started with R. We also have really experienced R users, R developers, package developers, and so on. We also have we have scientists, we have biologists, we have people working in the banking industry. So again, a very, very diverse crowd. What are the plans for the future now that we got to know a bit the crowd and hopefully also more people will join? We are planning to organize quite regular meetups, every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on our time and on your willingness to join. The meetups will be a mix of tutorials, presentations, which will be given by people from the academia and also by people working in the industry, by practitioners. And of course, we are planning to have more social and networking events again, where we get to know each other and where we get to know the new members. So please save the date. The next meeting, the next meetup will take place on the 11th of April, where we will have a tutorial. The topic of the tutorial is not yet chosen because we'll make actually among our members a survey. So if you are one of our members, please take part and let us know which kind of tutorial you would want. On the table, we have basically a lot of things. We have introduction to R, stand, so Bayesian computing in stand. We have R-Shiny, ggplot, 2, and so on. So please take the time to fill in. You have to click basically on one option such that we can then decide which kind of tutorial we will do on the 11th of April. So the date is fixed, just the topic is not yet fixed. Then at the end of May, on the 24th of May, we have a talk by Bettina. Thank you, Bettina, for agreeing to come and speak for us. She doesn't need any more introduction, as she has already been nicely introduced. And of course, we will plan some summer get-together for the end of the semester at the end of June. So, there are also further initiatives which RLadies is supporting and also co-organizing in some cases. So we are also actually planning a Bayesian statistics study group, which will kick off on the 17th of April. So this is, of course, for members who maybe want to a bit deepen their knowledge of Bayesian statistics or want to start Bayesian statistics, start learning Bayesian methods. So this would be just a get-together, people trying to help each other and trying to figure out all the MCMC stuff, Markov Monte Carlo stuff together. And this will, of course, then take place on a regular basis, so probably every 2 weeks for the people who are interested. Also, we are co-organizing a mentoring program for women in data science. This is actually a very exciting project. It's still in the beginning. The idea would be to gather female data scientists, statisticians, women who work with data in general, computer programmers as well, so we are not restricting ourselves only to data science, and data engineers as well. The idea here is also to get together women with different proficiencies of R, but not only R, also other programming languages. That's why this is not purely an R program, but it's a program co-organized with other groups around Vienna. We will have a kickoff on the 3rd of May. Yeah, so again, people will work together, share their working experience. There will be talks given by some more experienced women in this field. And this will be invitation only. But if you are interested, please send us an email to vienna@rladies.org. The last thing that I would want to mention is also that one of our members, Tanya, she is organizing the Data for Good hackathon the last weekend of April. And it would be, if you have some questions about this, if you would like to take place, they are working with NGOs and trying to get people involved, people with good data skills, which I guess is the case in this audience. So if you are interested in making a difference or in participating in the Data for Good hackathon, please contact us after at the talk. Good. That was it from my side. So we don't have such a long history like ViennaR. We are just getting started. We have big plans for this year. I hope we will manage to complete them. You can, of course, always find us on Twitter. We also have a Slack account where we deal with organizational issues. So if you are interested in joining, organizing, getting involved in any way, please, you can join the Slack channel. Of course, all the presentations from actually our meetups around the world, RLadies meetups around the world, are also on GitHub on the RLadies page. Yeah, this is it from my side. Thanks a lot for listening.